Good morning, this is Aditya from Data Science IT BTech, and today I'm explaining decision tree algorithm and the type of decision tree algorithm. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with what is decision tree algorithm. Decision tree algorithms belongs to a family of supervised learning algorithms. Unlike other supervised learning algorithms, the decision tree algorithm can be used for solving regression and classification problems. The goal of the decision tree is to create a training model that can use to predict the class or value of the target variable by learning simple decision rules inferred from prior data. So in decision trees for predicting a class label for a record, we start from the root of the tree. We compare the values of the root attribute with the records attribute. On the basis of comparison, we follow the branch corresponding to that value and jump to the next node. Let's start with the example. Okay, so it represents a function that takes input value, a vector of attribute values, and returns a decision of a single output value. So what do we mean by that? Okay, so now, so just like inductive learning, we take so many input values as a vector of attribute value, and it has to come to a final decision that should be a single output value. Okay, so now we go to the next point. The next point is decision tree algorithms fall under the category of supervision learning. They can be used to solve regression and classification problems. So this means just like the inductive learning, the decision tree uses the supervised learning. Okay, now we go to the next point. A decision tree reaches its decision by performing a sequence of tests. So for example, decision tree uses uh, it reaches a decision by performing a sequence of tests. Like for example, if we are reaching, it reaches to a decision by performing some tests. So like this, as you have seen. Okay, now we move on to the example. Okay, so we'll take a simple example. Let's suppose if a person wants to go out. Okay, so if there's sunny weather's outside, the person doesn't want to go, and if there's rain outside, the person doesn't want to go. But when there's overcast, you will go outside, right? So these are the decisions you make by taking different decisions. Okay, so each node in this branch tests an attribute, and each node in this branch each branch corresponds to an attribute value node, and this branch assigns a classification. So for example, we'll take a decision tree algorithm. So there are many decision tree algorithms, but we'll take the most common used algorithm, which is ID3, Iterative Dichotomizer 3. So just let's go on. So as we know, ID3 is one of the most common algorithms used in decision tree. And we go on to next point. Dichotomizer means dividing two things into two completely opposite things. Like for example, as we can see, let's take sunny and rainy. So as we know, these two are two different things, right? One is too hot, one is too rainy. So as we see, let's take Outlook as a dichotomizer. It will divide these two things into means weather into two differently opposite things, right? So these two are completely opposite. Okay, let's move on to the next point. The next point is algorithm iteratively divides attributes into two groups which are most dominant attribute, or they constructed to construct a tree. So let's go to the next point. Then it calculates the entropy and information gains of each attribute. So as we can see, entropy and information gains, these two formulas will give you the gains of each attribute. Are we going in a sunny day or we are going in a rainy day? So it will calculate on which day we have to go, and it will give you the results. So for each attribute you have to find out the entropy value and the gain value for each attribute. So that I'll explain later by taking the formulas. So in this way the most dominant attribute can be found. After the most dominant one is put on the tree as the decision node. So after that the most dominant one is put on the decision tree as a decision node. So what does that mean? So the most dominant one would be put as a decision node. That means this one. Okay, so it would be placed as a decision node. So the entropy and gain scores would be calculated again among the other attributes. So what does that mean? You have to always calculate the entropy and the gain for the most dominant attributes to take a decision. Like for example, like this, and you have to if there's any dominant one in this, you have to take another one. Okay, so procedure continues until reaching a decision for that branch. Okay, so let's move on to the formulas. Okay, so calculate the entropy of every attribute using the data set S. So we have to calculate the entropy for every attribute using the data set S, and the formula for the entropy S is sigma minus P of I into log P2 to the base of I. Let's move on to the next one. So as we can see, we have to split the set S into subset S using the attribute for which the resulting entropy after splitting is minimum or equality gain is maximum. So this is the formula for gain. So the gains S comma A is equal to entropy S minus sigma P of S by A into entropy S by A. So A is the attribute here, and S is nothing but S is given by A, making a decision tree node containing that attribute, because it recurs on subsets using remaining attributes. Thank you.